only way to properly eat Pringles is like a duck. This was a bad decision.
What's up, makeup minions? Welcome back to my channel. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for more videos like this. Let's get this broken doll makeup going. So my face is already primed and I'm going in with an eyebrow pencil and I'm drawing all the cracked lines. However, it's a little hard to see, so I'm just going to skip through this part and it'll become really obvious what I'm doing when I outline it in black later. To achieve a dull, flawless skin look, I'm going in with my foundation everywhere on my skin that's exposed that does not have cracks or a hole. So now I'm going in over the cracks with a black body paint. You want to make sure that you follow a reference photo when you're creating these shapes. I recommend looking at like dried up pictures of the desert. But the general shapes of these cracks is sort of like a spider web, so all of these extended points come together in a center point in the middle. Then if you choose to have a hole, which I will have one over my eye, mouth, and shoulder, and I'll later add one on my chest, you want to have the center point become the hole and little jagged pieces. Then within these holes, I'm later going to add exposed bones. Whenever you're trying to paint bones, it's always a good idea to sort of poke around on your skin and then fill in what you feel. Always look at an anatomy reference photo. So I'm just filling around my eye socket and my cheekbones. Now I'm going into my mouth hole and filling in my mandible. Give yourself some teeth. Make sure you're following a photo and just sort of draw the outlines of them and fill them on in. Now moving on to the shoulder part of this makeup, you want to outline your clavicle with white body paint and then the rib that is very deep in your shoulder. Make sure you're following a reference image. Then just fill the shapes in with white. By the way, be prepared for lots of random dancing in this video. With black, I'm filling in all the spaces that are in the holes that do not have bones over them. So I'm outlining the edges of the cracks and my collarbone and my rib. I decided to add more cracking on the back of my shoulder so the makeup looked more complete. Then fill it in. I wanted to have the illusion that my eye is missing, so I'm creating the eye socket with black eyeshadow and then going in with a dark gray body paint. This is when the makeup really starts looking cool. You want to go in with black eyeshadow over the edges of the bones that would recede into the broken hole and the lower halves of the bone that would curve and have a shadow. It's time to outline the teeth, so I'm going in with some black body paint and drawing the separations between them and then the arches on the top of the top teeth and then the bottom of the lower teeth. Then I'm creating the little ridges between the teeth, or alveolar processes. Now I'm just going over some of the cracks again. To make the teeth recede in the mouth, I'm going over them with gray eyeshadow and then feathering it underneath all of the cracks. Then I'm adding a little bit of a highlight with light gray eyeshadow over the top teeth and underneath the lower teeth. Giving the bones some texture just by tapping on some gray and then shading underneath the ridges of the teeth again and up in the cracks. Since the eyeshadow bled onto the teeth a bit, I'm just giving them a little white highlight. Recede the mandible with some black eyeshadow. With a medium gray, I'm going to create the little ridges around the eye and all the cool little sutures and cracks that you find on your cheekbones. Just like I did on the jaw, I'm adding little gray dots for texture. Then I'm filling in some of the cracks just to make them more prominent. So I absolutely loved the shoulder part of this makeup and I just couldn't get enough of it, so I decided to scrap the cracks I had on my chest and create a whole open gaping hole to show my ribs. Fill in the clavicle with white. Now I'm locating the ribs and painting them in with white. They're sort of like a curved boomerang that connects to the sternum in the middle. I'm going around the white bones and filling in all the negative space with black. Then to make the ribs recede into my chest cavity, I'm going over the edges and the underside with black eyeshadow. Then add a cute little highlight with white. I didn't really like the eye socket shape, so I just figured I'd make it a little bit bigger. Following a reference image, I'm creating ridges around the eye socket. So what's a body paint without a few mistakes? I wiped off some of these lines and replaced them in a different pattern because I just thought that they looked a little bit better. Clean up any edges. Now this part makes the makeup really look cool. So with a foundation or a body paint that's just slightly lighter than your skin tone, you want to go over all of the high points of all the cracks on your shoulder, your chest, and your face. This will give them a little highlight and make them appear as if they are higher than the holes. Redefine any of the cracks that got a little messed up. Then darken up all of the lower corners of the broken holes. Whiten up those teeth and touch them up with some white body paint. Since this is a doll, you want to have some flawless beauty makeup. So here I'm creating a smoky winged eyeshadow, just going in with black into the crease and buffing it out. Then I'm creating a little bit of black on my lower lid. Then connect the wing to the lower lid. Add a white eyeshadow highlight. Glamify those lashes with some beautiful black mascara. With a light brown, I am lightly filling in my eyebrow and then tapping some highlight on my brow bone. Since I'm sad and broken, I'm creating tear trails with diluted body paint. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you like it, please give it a thumbs up and drop me a comment below. And feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join the Witte Artistry family. Thank you so much, guys, and have a great day.